Off the bat, Jing on the Reyna is going to be taking control to the C side, and so much pressure on DRX right now. That flank coming in on C was a guaranteed trade, but Jing took it out immediately, and DRX, they've just left because they've got this massive flank coming in. Are PaperX ready for it? Well, they're actually going to push into the spawn, and now they'll have a pretty good idea, Tom, because there's no other players here, and they've seen them coming down through long. This is a complete role reversal for the teams.
Yeah, they were ready for this. They were watching their flank almost immediately. Jing just going ham. We question maybe that Reyna pick coming through, and what Mako almost brings it home.
Forsaken closing in on the site. There's the Lear up above, but the blind is perfect. It's going to catch Forsaken and the rest of the team, but then down goes Buzz, and now they can actually skirmish for the backside. If Jing gets this kill, he can even heal right back up. This is so dangerous for Mako. He's got to take them down on the way through, and he gets both.
Holding as the rock, but Devi has managed to turn things back to an even scenario. Timing here is going to be everything. Benkai is sneaking his way through the smoke, but he's got a man coming in from behind. RB still available, but he'll clear the first. He can't quite get rid of RB. And now Devi left alone. He doesn't have himself the spike, but instead he's going to go looking for that fight. Dinked up on the other side, tries to hold the angle, but he can't face off. Post glance. Actually, no. He's going to use it proactively. Blind coming through. Forsaken dashes into the side off the back of it. And I think actually the flash then blinds up RB, but he still manages to get a kill off the back of it. Another peek coming through. Mako still just swinging. But it turns back into a pretty awkward position now. Devi left with just a pistol and Stacks. And in fact, we're actually going to see the Unsuri pop, but they don't expect RB, and he gets two from that position. Even manages to use the dash and sticks around. He's just stayed in spot. They haven't managed to force him out, so there's no reason for him to move. Shock darts might do a little bit of damage, but I feel like they're really clutching at straws, and well, he'll even get out unscathed.
Yeah, the flash from Stacks used just to secure that one. An audacious play. You know, I can see the idea behind it. He thought that maybe DRX had rotated to the A site. They'd already given up control of B just the previous round, so he thinks, okay.
Or maybe he can get past the player on the left side.
Yeah, they hadn't really accounted for that. But yeah, if the guy's on the left, right, alarm bot's on left, you maybe get in there, cause another angle for them to worry about, put more pressure on the A players, but yeah, if the guy is stood there, you look a bit silly.
There's so much risk involved. That's the worry I really have with all of PaperX's plays so far over the last couple of rounds. It's like, can Forsaken win this 1v1? Can Jing win this 1v1? See if anybody overextends, see if anybody goes looking for information. They do, but Marco just isn't missing today. Waiting on the corner, they just can't clear him. A third in this round already, and while trading this one out for Stack shouldn't be too much of a problem. Already knowing where Bankai is, even stuns him up at the end. Beautiful utility usage.
They're gonna have to get close and try to destroy it. Maybe they're even looking at it as they come in, allows them to kill them, and if not, he can just do that when they start to try to destroy it, pop it, now buy a little bit more time. But PaperX are happy to give up time because of the flank coming through from Forsaken, and they have absolutely no idea that this was happening. Now though, they've heard the shot on the back of the side, it doesn't seem to matter. Mako puts up a good fight, but it is not enough. Bankai surviving on a sliver of health. Spawn or risk running into Mind Freak, and in fact, they're gonna have to run into him because he's just running out looking for duels.
Yeah, some bold mid-round calls coming out from PaperX, but they have worked out this time, leaving Stacks and Marco to try and bring this one back, make it just the man himself, Stacks, to try and find something. And the first one's for free, though. Makes his way in. Second player will be spotted. Stacks has found him as well. He doesn't know where the third is, though. A long rotation from Mind Freak, but he's going to get in behind him. This kill is for free. A nice attempt from Stacks.
Than you, Tom. You know, I'm sorry.
RB's under pressure again. Oh, he actually manages to land him. I assume that was a no-scope, or he was incredibly fast. Never mind. Maybe the speed of this man is enough. He's missed a few shots, but he's making up for it in this round. A complete shutdown. Please, no more jumping shot. Thank you, Buzz. Thank you.
The 13 health, but sitting there with an operator. He just needs to connect one bullet. And his teammates here to back him up. Bladestorm now online, no updraft to play with. He's being closed in on, he's low HP, but he's going out wide. Jing luckily takes him down, but Mako's already made it onto the site. He's backing up the rest of his squad with a 3K. This guy just does not miss. This could be a little bit tricky now. This paranoia in play for Mako comes in at the perfect time, but it actually catches Zest. Oh no, he's gone down to it. PaperX.
Look, the kills are mine.
In a pretty good spot now. Mako, though, has been huge in the Omens and pistol rounds. They always show up, but this time, Jing deals with him right away. Things falling apart here for the attacking side. They need a hero to step it up, and Buzz does a good job with two. Here comes the Frenzy, getting the tag, stopping the heal, but there's more than enough players for PaperX.
And because they've used the further back player, almost to try and bait things in. And he just shot his own teammate. I think a little bit of confusion coming out there. Well, DRX eventually just trade out quite effectively.
Not the cleanest of rounds.
Yeah, his mind freaked out on that one, you could say.
It definitely did. Well, DRX are happy to pick this one up. I'm pretty cleanly at that.
Should be able to catch them by surprise. Look how far up they've gone. They've pushed all the way in. They know he's in the corner. He's pulling out a drone. Who's expecting anybody to go back through short? Still, though, the trades are good. Keeping it back into a 3 versus 2. They don't expect re-aggression from Divine. They are just fighting this entire corner of the map.
Down. The players are trapped. Jing has no choice but to continue forward. The Hunter's Fury will at least trade out, taking down Buzz. There's a flank coming through. Mind Freak's got the spike, and RB is just trapped down on long. Paranoid up as well. A gorgeous round from Paper. The problem here is Forsaken with the up. Oh, he's scoped in, and RB takes that one easily. Great control. He's just running it down. The blind was so good, and they're so confident that it connects.
They're actually trying to continue their push forward in towards this seaside, but they've eliminated everybody along the way. The only man left is going to be Benkai. This is a lot clearer than it is.
Paranoia through again, the dismiss afterwards. Mind Freak in a bit of a tough spot. He's being pushed down and eliminated, but there's players here to back him up. Buzz does well to find the double, and Paper X will keep on fighting, brawling for the site. The spike down, things were looking scary, but they have the TP, they pick it up, and they get onto the A site for free. That's a plant in for DRX, but a man disadvantage now extend with the round that's in it.
Yeah, they could use it just to confirm if they really wanted to. But it seems like they're just going to try and play this one together halfway through. Mind Freak, he's managed to get it most of the way. Could just stick this. He doesn't know where the second player's coming from, but he's bought himself the time. He's going to hear the footsteps. Now playing ring around the Rosie. The peek coming through, but zest! And he gets stuck on the box. Mind Freak manages to win a scenario.
Starting with a very low buy. That Paranoia was very ambitious.
Yeah, he's just gone straight through, and they're getting decimated because of it. Jing will be able to dismiss out of position. He's got a teammate to support. He's going to go for a kill and try and get out of there. Never mind. He's just going to go for the whole team. He might be able to dismiss away from the Killjoy ult, but he can't. It's not going to be there, and he falls instead. Buzz will take him down, but it might not matter. It's now left on to Buzz, and Buzz alone.
We can talk about the impact of Reyna. We can say, yeah, you know what? You don't really bring a lot to your team unless you're dueling. Well, yeah, but he did a pretty good job there. Single-handedly winning that one out, or at least putting them into a winnable position. The information to play with Buzz. I mean, he knows he can plant it at this stage. It's going to be for long. Alarm bot still to play with, turret coming online as well. But the players are quick. Oh, they're not giving him any space whatsoever. Knowing exactly where he is. The jump overheard, the double peek coming through. And Paper X with some down here. The Rolling Thunder's completely avoided. In fact, the only person that connects on is Mako inside the ultimate. And look who's right behind them. Only the one to be found for Forsaken, but Jing's here. A double, the dismissed to backside. That's another foul. And Jing closes out the game. Absolutely sensational. 13-10 for Paper X. What a way to close it as well. Through mid B, but unfortunately they've gone elsewhere. So now this retake play on A goes in a little fast. Up and above the wall. Forsaken's down. The flash coming in from Benkai now. Headshot connected. He's been chased. He's been hunted by the boom bot, and eventually he'll be able to make it out. Lucky did as well. The nade, the stun, everything coming in for the RB
that was
down.
An execution. Benkai just swings the corner. And now it's just going to go wrapping in. Zest hasn't connected the shots. Jing, on the other hand, well, he doesn't miss.
Look at this setup from Mako. Overcomes the utility to push them down. First, you're pulling them off. Then you're putting down that snake bite to make sure that they can't get back on the spike. Now they're in a pretty tough spot getting back in there. Good fight by Jing. Another connect, and now he's got his nade back up and online. And here it comes. Gonna push Mako forward, if not take him down altogether. Very nicely handled by Paper X.
Ready. Hot flash again. He's running off the back of it, but it is only going to be the one.
Spike down A.
Not falling for the fake out. Actually, Jing's just going. He's just running.
Oh, that nade's
just wants to sprint with them. The thing is, they're going to manage to avoid it. Now the rest of the team look to actually just take this control. It's such an aggressive defense. Even versus the pistols. They're wanting to try and fight. Versus it, and Buzz He's now found another. This is starting to fall apart a bit. The aggression finally punishing.
It's disappeared now, so he won't be able to rotate as quickly, and that works out perfectly for DRX as they look to push forward. That is ridiculous. Jing getting himself one, but he'll be taken down afterwards. Now the site's basically lost with the wall in the way. The plant should be secured.
I felt like I'm back watching F4Q again. Like, just blast pack, judge plays. A little bit of utility being placed, but caught while coming out of the animation. Devi has managed to clear one out. RB is going to be bought back from the fray, but Stax needs to get aggressive while the rest are rotating. Can't allow them to get on that diffusal, and well, they should have a gravity well or something to try and pull them off, but they managed to get it to half. Not a bad position, and something that might not necessarily be expected. The peek out isn't going to garner anything. RB does manage one, but he can't escape. Benkai again. Because I feel like it's going to be higher than anyone else ever. Because it's like their rotation there was so quick. Now, the player on the site is actually relatively low. The thing is, I'd be very surprised if Mind Freak peaks. He actually does off the back of the stun. Gives an opportunity. Flash through as well. Stax is doing incredibly well to isolate these jewels. The other player is coming in on the flank. If he can somehow find this rag, he's got an opportunity and actually moves into a safe spot to utilize the Seekers. He's going to get the wallbang. 4 down, and now he even knows where Forsaken is. Could just go for the plant. Bringing this back to try and ace it. Pop flash out to leave him blind. Leaves himself blind a little bit as well. Forsaken still just trying to sneak his way, trying to ruin the day on Stax, but he will land the headshot in the end. A round that never should have been. Becomes easier and easier. Also, okay, I was going to say it looked like Buzz had that covered. Forsaken will drop one, Mitch, but, well, I think that might be all.
Yeah, there's an immediate response from DRX. They thin out this defense on the way back through. Another big clutch needed, and they're on their way. 2 kills already found. Rifles retrieved. Here comes an orbital strike, and a dive in. Mind Freak's taken Forsaken out. But Mako going down doesn't really help them with so little time. Mind Freak tries his best. But we end up with DRX coming out ahead.
It's out. He manages to escape and still holds on to the position, even has utility of his own to try and hold them back, but Forsaken caught in a bit of an odd spot, facing the wall, trying to have the anti-flash, and in the meantime, DRX have cleared out every single player. Stax is popping at the moment. It's left all on to Benkai.
Close range fight. Devi is able to just push through here, but the shot won't be connected. Zest goes down. That's a rifle upgrade for Forsaken. Back control in their favor. They know where DRX are stuck in towards Lamps. Down in the bottom of middle, this could be huge as they look to isolate these close-range dual pistols in hand. A stinger for Jing opens it up, but Buzz goes huge. So not only do Paper X have a poor economy, oh, and never mind, screw that point. Forsaken's gone, he's running it down, flashes in, Mind Freak trades, Showstopper out to secure it. RB doesn't even need it. And this is what I was going to point out. You had a res for DRX, but Zest is gone. You have the Showstopper as well. And sure, Jing has his own, but after that initial fight and losing all of the players, this is a next to impossible round. Oh, that's stunned. Great that Showstopper gets nothing. And with 30 HP and a Spectre in the hands of both remaining players, this round is, well, it should be DRX's, and they're even going to confirm it. But look at this. Paper X are not going to give them any space at all. 3 players pushing in to take that control, and a flash ready for Devi. He's back out with the pistol, and, well, that hasn't gone according to plan.
Jing in pistol rounds. It's a terrifying force, and he's looking to just sprint all the way in from behind. Forsaken being walled off, and actually they're going to try and get on the defuse. They have the Gatekeeper as well, as they just wrap back. They're still sticking this. They're holding it all the way down, and they can't quite stop him. It's going to be defused right in front of their face. No, I think they have the plan to. Hot flash is still sure? Okay, never mind. Free kill. They still haven't managed to get the spike. They're trying to bait people into peeking. Jing eventually will get the job done, but again, the trades come back and forth. Dancing past goes Marco, but Benkai in from behind has managed to find one more. It's left all on to Stax again, and this time he can't clutch it out. Paper X will bounce back, and it's a needed from behind. He's got to be careful. He needs his teammates to watch, and they're not. It allows RB to get the kill and leaves just 3 standing. Yeah, his teammates having Spectres didn't want to hold into heaven, but that's just really put him in a bad spot. Devi at least able to trade back. Mind Freak, he's going to have to select this moment very carefully. You can see they're watching the smoke, waiting for him to emerge. He's got a teammate buying him some time, and double spray down. That is huge. Orbital strike to confirm the round, essentially.
3v1, Stax will get a kill, but time is the biggest enemy for him. He has got to run for the hills. Start that rotate. 3 players here, the Seeker seeing him outside, and that's an ambitious play. He's already through! Forsaken's got them with the TP, and he had to be ulted by a showstopper.
30 seconds left.
But he wanted to try and catch out Marco. That's the problem. You needed to kill off this Viper. And in fact, he now re-aggresses further. This is going to be a huge surprise. They don't expect him. That's a spike down. Marco's already won them the round. This has to be a straight sprint for the remainder, and they'll have to do it through a Viper's pit. I don't even think they have the time to get anything done, just hoping for a miracle.
Rolling Thunder for left side. They'll fight the right and TP in on the back of the Rolling Thunder. Look how quickly Forsaken's already here, able to eliminate RB and almost takes down Stax with a sliver of HP. That's a quick frag for his teammates. Mako hasn't been spotted just yet, but they're ready. They knew he could be in the smoke. Zest quick to bounce back onto the site. They know that Buzz is there. Pretty scary. He has been spotted up and above. Nade for back site, gonna push a player out of position. Mako in trouble. He ends up falling for the decoy. Forsaken!
Dear.
That was huge misread.
I don't think he spotted him. I think Marco managed to dodge within the tube, and because of that, it's all fallen apart. The aggression of Stax is countered, though, and Devi has just gone massive. He's run out of bullets, though, and Buzz has killed the final 2. DRX are going to claim their opponent's map choice, just as PaperX did before. 13-8. We take this 1-3, and although I wanted to see the success of Yoru, I'm happy we're heading to it.
Hey, and now they're slowed down by the paranoia. Yeah. Gotta wait a moment, shock dart in, now here comes the push.
Oh, the shock dart's done so much damage. Look at the HP of the DRX players as they've entered the site. I don't think you're gonna see much more from a single shock dart. It doesn't matter though. Buzz connecting a crazy shot off the back of his pistol. They've also got the drone to try and hold them back. I say that, never mind. Benkai just goes jumping through. Buzz ends up with a 4K running. They're blitzing their way in. Device come through the smoke again. Oh, he just ran in for the second time, but okay, Buzz. Okay.
He's not even doing it with the tour de force. He gets it. What? The 4th kill. He won't close out the round. That responsibility is left to Mako, but man, oh man, has he done some legwork. 1v1 spike retrieved. Forsaken trying to sneak his way behind. This is the full buy for PaperX. And it's come down to an unbelievably close scenario. Mako is on his way to A, and he's pretty much guaranteed a spike plant.
I need a tactical pause. I don't know if I can carry on with the rest of this round. Even still, though, it could be ruined by Forsaken. He's got good positioning, the timing even better, but the smokes actually mask that spot, and because the rest of the angles are cleared, Marco is able to just hold back in a position where he has to almost fight him close. Forsaken, though, slowly making his way, but Marco just the
very start of the round, and DRX are walking right into the trap. That is dangerous, though, caught with a flash out. Luckily, they're able to keep it in their favor. Not really, though. DRX quickly answering back. Jing gonna try to pop the flash around, swinging through. The spray is good for 1, but not for 2. DRX now at the advantage, and Mako, look at that damage. The reveal as well.
Oh my
That's gonna
God.
give the wall bangs from the Sheriff. 2 kills found. Huge damage done. Shields stripped away from most of these players. The Hunter's Furies may be a little overcommit, but considering the buy, they've got to make sense. Great flash in with the stinger, and that is decimation from Jing. Move in towards B with his teammates. Jing able for 1, but the trades are instantaneous, and Forsaken has an operator. He might be good to catch them all for 1, but now it becomes difficult. They'll start to burn up utility getting towards them, but with a smoker already gone, it's so difficult to block vision of that operator. They decide instead it's going to be easier to move back to A.
He's ready with the paranoia. Shot not connected, but he slowed them down. There's still some utility available, and actually they don't expect him to still be here. He's going to look to shut it out, and then Devi just waiting on the cross. Another trap. Mid being battled for, so much damage being taken, but these crossfires pushed through from Forsaken. It's so risky, but he's just hitting the headshots left and right, and they're just trying to flee, running away from a man in form at the moment, looking to try and punish on towards this A site. And looking for the spot onto Mindfreak, but he's found another as well. These weaker purchase rounds just seem to fall apart sometimes. These aggressive rounds, and he's just switching corners every second that goes by. But again, the trades come back. Forsaken takes one through the wall, and it's left to Marco.
Oh, I like this. He's going to go through his own smoke. He should be trying to take control of heaven in their mind. Rex, 4 players stacked up here. They know exactly what's going on, but they don't know about RB's flank. Another kill coming through, and this time the Bladestorm for the attackers. RB gonna close in the distance, and the pressure on Devi is massive. A Bladestorm kill off to the Vandal. Buzz is coming in with the tour de force. This side is theirs. Forsaken sneaking through middle's even gonna be caught, and nothing is working out for Paper Rex. Worth its weight in gold for Paper Rex.
Oh, that's good. This crossfire was just waiting for them to try and make some sort of move into mid. One of the only rounds that's really worked for them, and it's a slaughter. I think DRX have an incredible read on what's currently going on, and because of that, Paper X are almost just playing into their hands. Every push is tempered, is waited for, and Devi, the only hope. He'll get a couple of kills, but ultimately they're just consolation frags. DRX through this, there's a chance for a double stun as they're going to make it in, and they're just stuck. There's nothing they could do. He had a gravity wall to slow them initially, and then also the trap to slow them down even more. It means getting out of here has been so difficult. What? Okay, Stax is going to find a couple of kills. I'm going to need to see that one again, because they have just shut this push down.
With 2 players on B, on the way through, a quick dash. They slow it down, they group up.
They've managed to get some space here. A lot of damage being done. Buzz stuck in the back corner. If they can isolate him, they're going to plumb, but that's a lot easier said than done. Oh,
don't do that. You're not supposed to. It's actually bad for you.
It feels nice.
It does feel nice, though, so it's a bit of a trade-off. Push out from Paper Rex, and okay, 2 quick kills. Starting out well, but Buzz is able to trade back, and with just the Spectre in hand, he won't win that ranged fight. Paper Rex are ahead, 2-man advantage to play with. Mako's a danger man here, but they've dealt with him right away.
Push in, have that extra little bit of range. Dash, completely blind and even in a smoke, but Forsaken will be able to find the kill. Trade's coming back and forth. Buzz has managed to find another one. Doesn't get anything more, though. Jing does well to close him out. Trade's coming back and forth, leaving just one man standing. Zest trying to close the distance, make their move.
It's time to gear up for the retake, and indeed it's going to start with the Trailblazer, but these players making it out of market are going to have a tough time. The headshot angle for Mind Freak doing some work, but the trades keep on coming back into DRX's hands. Only Benkai left on the site does well for the first and the final challenge is his as well. Paper Rex are holding on. Benkai with another huge round.
They were all looking to duel, and again, it's just a straight up fast-paced push, but Buzz seems to get out of there, then takes an elevated angle, and just look at the grab well again, and alongside the trap, it's just slowing them down as they try and walk through. This is barely even an investment. This is barely anything for DRX, but their setup has left Devi alone.
They did everything right in the previous round. And starting here, RB again going to be on the operator, and look where he is! He even gets Forsaken on the updraft, and Tom, that was the spike. At least they're able to retrieve it. We've seen this strategy before, the TP to try and cause the rotations. They've shown the spike, but they're losing players on the rotate with Jing going down. Now they try to break their way into sight, but there's the utility slowing them, and as they TP in, they are just going straight into Mako's hands. 13-8, DRX are moving on. That is an absolutely dominant 2 maps.
Yeah, they played incredibly well. The defensive side setup is something that teams are going to have to try and counter, because those combinations on the entry to the site seem impossible to break down. We again look at a team showing us why Ash